STARBOW in the past.
Mm-hmm. That is Crank's thing compared to the other players.
Yeah, Crank's already won a decent amount of money from STARBOW, gotta say. King of the Hill and all sorts of things like that. And there's still even a decent little prize for 3rd and 4th place, $150 each, but they want that first place prize of $600. That is a good prize to win from playing a little mod. So why would you not?
Alright, at the top right, we do have Axiom Ryung, our... What is that, teal? Our teal Terran. Something ugly bluish.
Yeah, that dirty blue. It's like blue was dragged through the
fits
mud.
The map. It's like they've been here on this map for quite a bit. They're all dusty. And on the bottom left, our shiny red Zerg player, Axiom Impact.
Well, there's an Overlord being built, so we're not going to see any 10-pull speed shenanigans.
I would have loved to seen that twice.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Ryung's going to play super safe, though. And to be fair, that's probably going to work out pretty well for Impact. He'll most likely just take his expansion.
Yep, it's going to be a 9-hatch.
There we go.
Ooh, can be pretty quick vultures out of Ryung.
Oh, with the gas coming down? Yeah, you might be right. Let's see if that's what comes up. Ryung is probably just going to complete the wall off. He can't necessarily trust Impact to not attack him with Zerglings. He's going to go for the scout, though. He needs to know what's going on here. It'll take him a while to get across, but... Yeah, we might see quick vultures. The pool does come up on
12.
13, yeah, for Impact.
Oh. Huh.
And then we're going to see just the full wall off here from Ryung. And yeah, he is mining gas from all three, so... Does this usually mean in STARBOW Quick Factory, or is there something else that it can mean?
Usually means a factory.
Yeah.
Get some vultures out in the field as soon as possible. If you were to go just like a stem timing, or just mix in a few firebats and medics, then it would just be 1, or at the most 2 per geyser. So yeah, it is factory. With a reactor, okay.
Yep, so Vulture is looking extremely likely here, as you predicted earlier. And then we'll most likely see an expand behind that.
But of course, all the Koreans who have played Brood War for so long are very much so playing their typical Brood War style, and not quite so much mixing up the new units, which we see a lot with the Brood War veterans, just because they feel so much more comfortable doing the Brood War style units. There are Reapers, there are Marauders, there are Banelings that we saw Sasquatch use. It's just different than Brood War, and it's a lot easier to fall back on the typical standard safe sort of Brood War strats.
Yeah, and I think eventually we will see some of the Koreans who will continue to play this actually switch out and learn a few different builds. I mean, we have seen in actually the qualifiers, I think we saw more kind of STARBOW orientated play, especially with use of units like the Sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
But in these games between Brood War Koreans, we're seeing Brood War for the most part.
Oh yeah. Yeah, come to think of it, have we even seen any at all? Well, Viking, but that's kind of like a Valkyrie.
Yeah. Seen, yeah, pretty much a Viking. I think that's about it, really.
That doesn't even quite qualify as just as a non-Brood War unit. It's
really.
Like kind of like a tweaked, different Valkyrie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cheaper, more agile. Oh, okay.
It still doesn't surprise me. I think Crank is probably the most willing to use the STARBOW stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But outside of that, no. Most of these guys are going to be playing Brood War here. Metabolic Boost is about to complete. Hydroden is on its way up. The Lurkers are perhaps going to be not too far behind, considering Lair is on its way.
I want to see Impact actually enrage a single queen instead of using both. And just say, hey, get out of my face, instead of using both energies.
Yeah, energy management is just so much more crucial in STARBOW, considering that your queen cannot attack unless it enrages, which does cost 25 energy. So, yeah, you got to be careful about hitting that double enrage, because you can bait that out, and that can actually slow down production. It can slow down creep spread, all manner of different things.
Interesting. Okay. Impact is actually expecting bio. As to why he expects it, probably just player feeling, because he's seen his opponent do this a lot. Just do a few vultures to push and get map control against Lings, and then switch into the bio push. So he is just blind countering this.
It seems reasonable, doesn't it? I mean,
Yep.
Ryung has not really played mech against his Zerg opponents up to this point, especially not against Impact, so it's like, hey, you know, why wouldn't you? There's clearly not enough vultures on the field to indicate that you actually continue to build them, so I'm just going to go the same build. I'm going to get my lurkers out, although the Baneling Nest is coming down this time around for Impact. It's going to shake things up a bit.
Oh, certainly. Lurker plus Bane. It's actually very interesting. It's very scary to be attacked with that, because you naturally want to split your units against the Banelings, but the Lurkers will come in and kind of make entire fields kill zones. And for Bio to fight effectively against Lurkers, they need to, you know, all focus fire on a single Lurker at a time, run away, focus fire, run away, which you can't do that if Banelings are trying to barrel you down.
No. And there's no sign of science vessels coming out yet from Ryung. He's going to build a starport now, so he may add the fusion core on afterwards and start to put the science vessels in. But at the moment, it's going to be Stim, along with just a couple of Firebats, Marine, and Medic, and the Barrel Stabilizers upgrade. But that doesn't do anything against Lurkers, as we've seen earlier. And with Banelings being added on, this could be a very dangerous two-base push that Ryung is up against here.
Yeah, no third. He is just not running anymore. This is all in.
Yeah, he's going for it. He's got a lot of Banelings. I mean, it's weird because Banelings seem less effective in STARBOW because of units pre-splitting and things like that, but if you move them correctly, I guess they can be very dangerous in combination with the Lurkers. As you said, the Firebats are now at the front here.
From the back, there's going to be the... Oh, he's just running into the natural. Oh, no, there's a bunker. He doesn't want to do that.
Well, he's going to try and cut off the retreat here and destroy Ryung's army completely. The Banelings are coming in. Again, splitting against those Banelings with a small number of units is not that hard, and Impact is not really able to get the position with these Lurkers that he was looking for. He's going to allow to land on the scan. Baneling bust does not crack the bunker. Impact with a failed attack here.
Ryung's unit control was absolutely phenomenal.
That was pretty damn good from Ryung. I mean, facing Lurkers from two sides plus Banelings, having to micro against that is absurd.